President Trump granted a full pardon Thursday to conservative commentator Dinesh D'Souza, and he joins us now. Dinesh, welcome to the program. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Dinesh, you put out a movie that was very critical of President Obama. It was called 2016 Obama's America. Because of that, do you think you were targeted?
Yes, the movie wasn't just an ideological critique of Obama. It actually went into Obama's world. I mean, there I was in Kenya, in a slum in Nairobi, interviewing President Obama's brother, George. And Obama had been going around saying that we are our brother's keeper. But here was his brother living in third world poverty, and Obama had not lifted a finger to help him. So all of this didn't sit very well with Obama. And I think in retaliation, he unleashed his dogs, Eric Holder and this fellow Preet Bharara in New York, to go after me.
Now, you were pardoned on virtually the same day, or in the same statement, I believe, as Rod Blagojevich has his sentence commuted, and Martha Stewart was given a pardon. So you're in the company of Blagojevich and Martha Stewart. I think he was just talking about pardoning them. I'm sorry, I didn't get that right. But how do you feel about being in the same statement as those two?
Well, if I'm right, my pardon was handled separately. The president had called me the day before. He said that he had looked at my case. He said he knew it was fishy from the outset. But his words were, you got screwed. He goes, you committed a technical violation, but those people, meaning the Obama people, went after you with everything they got. And he said he was going to set that injustice right. Now, the very fact that Trump is considering pardons for people like Blagojevich tells me that this is not ideological. It's not Trump pardoning his own team. He feels that there are injustices that were perpetrated, and he wants to he has the power to fix them.
Dinesh, you said that the president called you. Was that the first you heard about it, or had you been making an application to the president?
I made no application, Stuart. In fact, there was a social media campaign to collect petition signatures to get me pardoned. But I felt it was unseemly for me to campaign for my own pardon, so I didn't even I stayed away from it. Now, I did have dinner, my wife and I had dinner with Senator Ted Cruz about a month ago, and Senator Cruz voluntarily said, look, I'm outraged at your case. I'm going to ask President Trump to pardon you. And Cruz had called me and told me that the president was receptive, but he said, look, there's a legal review. It's a complicated matter. It's not a done deal until you get the call from the White House. And then literally 2 or 3 weeks later, I got the call from the White House.
That must have been quite a moment.